I'm Mary Neal. I'm a community musician and founder of KW Junk Music. We make instruments out of pretty much any material. We're trying to divert items from the landfill and recycling plant and create music out of it. So I had a neighbor brought over some scrap pieces of copper, and I decided to make a copper xylophone out of it. So I kind of had to go back into my physics background and do a little bit of work on coming up with the lengths based on the frequency of the pipe. And then I created a pipe with a C scale. So part of the reason I considered a way in engaging communities because I ultimately decided to start having a family, and I wanted my kids to feel like they were part of a community. I wanted them to feel a sense of grounding and a sense of home that I necessarily didn't feel for a very long time. And so I challenged myself to find a way to engage with my neighbors, with my city, with my community abroad. And junk music ended up being that way that I could explore my creativity and my art and my music and engage my community in a meaningful way. I didn't actually have a lot of family around, and so I met so many amazing people and neighbors. I started to call Kitchener home, and I hadn't called a place home since childhood. So sometimes it works that I have an inspiration for the instrument, and then I find the materials, and I try to engage with community to clean out their closets. The inspiration, it really is just using whatever I have on hand. And so I have a garage and a basement that's full of junk. And I tap into that whenever I feel inspired to create an instrument. It's one of those guitars that are just not worth fixing in terms of value, but I'm always trying to make sure that we just don't throw anything out if it could be something musical. So now I take it to junk music jams, and we use it as a dilly bow.
Here, have a shaker.
Mary, that's so good. I'm going into a trance.
I'm going to bring these to your event.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Ready? I went to, but I'm down and out. I'm a parent, a child, a friend. I live the streets. I'm to be out by the
People often ask me why I started my organization, and really I read an article about a group that did junk music with a theater production, and I said to myself, why does it have to be limited to a theater production? And so I contacted the city of Kitchener and asked what I would need to do in order to host a public event that would be a junk music jam. And the response I got was overwhelming. I was encouraged to run my event in Victoria Park, which is our city park here in Kitchener. I had over 60 people turn out over a 2-hour period, and it basically launched my organization. Kitchener has a small town feel, and it's becoming such a diverse community. These community compositions allowed for people to get together and celebrate our diversity and also recognize the shared values that we have, and in doing so we create stronger communities, we break down barriers, and we build bridges. That is the part that is most rewarding to me. Part of my inspiration for KW Junk Music is this idea that we all want to feel a sense of belonging. how could I create a sense of belonging for myself and engage in community and get to know my neighbors. And that was a bit of what started KW Junk Music, actually. In fact, my practice both serves the community and was built by community. And that's something that is very significant for me. It keeps me going and it makes me so motivated to explore new ways of how I can engage in the community. It has helped me so much, that has helped me build my organization and my practice. And so for that, that's how I have found my sense of belonging.
I'm who I am.